What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and let's chase down the Hawks.
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
Welcome back to the Barons franchise, everybody, where we're currently second in the Eastern Conference, just one game behind the Atlanta Hawks, but we have a 53-20 record and are doing pretty well this season. We just would really like to lock up that top seed so we have home court advantage through the entire playoffs. We don't really have an actual just crazy out there game. We have the number 8 seeded Chicago Bulls in the Eastern Conference, the 8 seeded Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference, and the number 6 seed Lakers in the Western Conference. But we've actually watched all of them this year, so we're not going to do that. We're actually going to watch this April 10th home game against the Sacramento Kings, who are 30-43, so it should be a pretty decisive victory. But why not? Let's go watch Sacramento and, you know, see what De'Aaron Fox is doing over there and see exactly what they can do. But first, we need to end up getting to that game. And we have 4 games in front of that against 2 pretty bad teams. The Kings aren't really good, and the Bulls aren't really that good either. But hey, they might make the playoffs, and we might end up actually facing them in the first round. So let's sim on through. But we have prospect scouting because we always have prospect scouting. Okay, we just changed up the hundreds like we usually do. And let's get together with the sim and see if we can get some wins and maybe end up catching the Hawks for that number 1 seed here in the Eastern Conference. But I do think that we are going to be able to beat the Hawks. I think we are the best team in the Eastern Conference. We have won 3 straight over the Pacers, the Raptors, the Kings, and then a 4th straight against the Bulls, heading in to our showcase game against the Kings. And doesn't look like there was really too many close games. I mean, the Raptors gave us a run where we ended up winning by 5, and then the Bulls ended up losing by 6. But let's jump into this game here against De'Aaron Fox and Bogdan Bogdanovic, Paul Millsap, Vernon Carey, and a not very good 30-47 Kings. But you know what? It's the NBA, and that's why they play the game. Hopefully we can get this win and pretty much get all the momentum going into the playoffs. So let's jump into Royal Farms Arena and get this win.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the New York Knicks.
Here we go. I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox is out there with Clark. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Bogdanovic.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Barons. Tatum against Millsap. Right side Tatum over Millsap. They get the rebound.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
Outside Fox. Sweet little floater.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at carving through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with Coach David Fizdale. We discussed their defensive game plan, and he said controlling Jayson Tatum will be crucial, adding he's a natural scorer, comfortable making tough contested shots. We've got to make sure that's all he gets. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Tatum showing you his force that time, being athletic and aggressive on the finish.
Millsap looking it over. Clark for three. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Adams defending. Adams, some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Beal from long range. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
It's stolen by Adams. Millsap against Beal. Pass to Adams. It's deflected. Bogdanovich against Tatum. Here's Fox. And that time, also a missed shot.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. So the Kings call timeout, their first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. A 12-point game. Here's Millsap. No good again that time.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
A floater. Offensive rebound. Smith, no luck. The Kings trail by 14. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And it's good for two.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot from 16. Tatum's shot is off.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
Anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually. But on occasion, it does get a little carried away.
Finished off the break. Fox has got it back down to single digits for the Kings.
And Fox is so good in the open floor, Kevin. Whether he's passing to teammates or doing his own grocery bagging, this dude's a major threat in the open space.
Now here's Tatum. Over Millsap. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Tatum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Here's Clark. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Oh, Tatum in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
Here's Clark. from about 19 feet. Again, Sacramento.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Tatum on the wing. Over Bogdanovich. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To the left side wing. Guarded by Tatum. 11 feet away. Rebound by Smith. Baltimore leading by 8. Now Beal. He's got 9. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the arc. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Beal. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists here tonight. Timeout called by the Kings. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Fox.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Here's Joseph. Pass to Davis. The feed now to Mudiay. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
On the wing, Porter. The shot that time, not on target. Now Sacramento takes it the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Myers. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Mudiay passes to Davis. Now here's Joseph. No good with the triple. Porter looking it over. Passes it to Howell. Tatum with it. He's covered by Joseph. Mudiay against Tatum. Here's Myers. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here is Davis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's denied. And he recovers it. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kamara defended by Mudiay. Pass to Myers. Porter trying to free himself up. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Davis finds Mudiay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
These plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
And the second free throw, good. Baltimore leading by 15. Now the pass to Howell. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by the Kings. 1:53 left here in the opening quarter. Out left to the wing. Mudiay against Tatum. Moutier kicks to Joseph. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. And finished off by Porter.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's Moutier. Here's Joseph. Tries again, and it's laid in by Davis.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Tatum. He's got 6. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Moutier. Here's Ferguson. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Joseph. Picked his pocket. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Howell passes to Myers. That one drops for him. 8 points for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Tatum against Moutier. Outside, Joseph. Here's Davis. And so it's Baltimore feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far, guys, from the Barons.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
The Kings trail by 17. And here is Joseph. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Sacramento, Medu is out there with Davis. Then there's Emmanuel Moutier. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Moutier passes to Joseph. Now here's Moutier. Not a lot of room. Here's the teardrop. Kamara. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Pass to Medu. Joseph looking around. Over Porter. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Ferguson for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Howell. He's covered by Joseph. Great D that time from Davis.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
So it's the Barons now. following the miss by Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Porter. Here's Myers. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Joseph. He hits it from 9.
Corey Joseph does a nice job with his speed and change of pace to get by the defense.
So timeout called here, the first for the Barons. Myers passes to Beal. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Passes to Clark. Ring shot on the way. Baltimore with the rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Clark. Michael Porter making his last shot. Clark dishes to Bogdanovich. Down low. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. That's 12 points for De'Aaron Fox. Baltimore leading by 22. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Beal. Here's the floater. The shot off that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Fox looking it over. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. No good that time. Here are the Barons to the inside. Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Clark for 3. Baltimore with the rebound. Porter with it. He's got 6. Outside, Beal. Great look there, but off target.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
That one falls.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Beal. The pass to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Paul Millsap with the rebound. This Kings squad is struggling. To the middle. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Fox. Beal gets a wide open look. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Clark. Baltimore with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Myers. No good that time. Feeds it to Beal. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Beal's got 7 now in this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Drops in the tray.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Timeout called, the Barons. Adams, he's checked in for Baltimore. Tatum comes in for Porter. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Taking a look at Baltimore. Right now they've acquired the 2nd-best record in the conference.
I think for the Barons, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Smith. The shot comes out.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Shoots off the step back. Millsap trying to get open, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Now here's Beal. 19 points in the game. And he converts the layup. Beal's got 21.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Shoots it up. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Baltimore moving that ball around. And Adams with the slam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Free throw good, Adams. Here's Clark. Out to the wing. Millsap against Smith. Millsap passes to Fox. Shoots from the line, and he drops that one in. Fox has got 14 points.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Beal. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Inside, the kick out to Fox. Floats one up. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Outside Tatum. The step back jumper is good. He's got 8.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
All sorts of time. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Beal. That one good for 2. Beal's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Davis, the pass to Joseph. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Tatum wide open. He fires one. They get it back. And that one's good by Porter.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here is Davis. Kicks to Joseph. Gets in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
Phenomenal recognition in the pick and roll. Like watching Joseph break down the defense in these P&R sets.
Powell passes to Tatum. Now here's Porter. He's tightly guarded, and the shot goes in.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
34 seconds left now here in the second. Joseph, the pass to Davis. He kicks it to Mudiay. No good on the three.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Now Tatum, 10 points for him. Over to the left wing. Good on the three-point shot. Howell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Baltimore. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Bradley Beal putting in some incredible work. He had 23 points and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They're just pulling down rebounds at will. Their aggressiveness has been dynamite, flying in from all angles. With rebounding, you assume that everything is amiss, and obviously they've taken that to heart.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Porter is out there with Smith. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Beal in at shooting guard. And for Sacramento, they've got Clark. Bogdanovich out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Fox.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass to Clark. Lets the 3 fly. That one no good. And the Barons the other way now.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Millsap. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Yep, that one goes. And that's now 6 points for Smith.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Millsap with the double team. Fox with the steal. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Now here is Smith. 6 points for him. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Smith. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside, Fox. Clark for three. It's hauled in by Adams.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Clark. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
It's Beal on the wing. He's got 25. Here's Porter. The teardrop falls in. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First one falls for him. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. That's good from Porter on the assist from Beal. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And so here's Sacramento. Clark dishes to Millsap. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the first one drops. And so Clark nails both of them.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Outside, Beal. They double-team Beal. Adams. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Back to Clark. And Adams sends it back. Left side, Porter. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Barons.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Smith kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Beal. At the elbow, Smith. Baltimore moving that ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Adams, the pass to Beal. Goes up on the high post. They get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Free throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Medu. And the pass to Clark. And no good that time. Smith with the defensive effort. Here's Porter. Sacramento grabs the miss. Fox has got 4 rebounds in this game. Ferguson, the pass to Fox. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses off the right iron. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Beal. 25 points in the game. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, but they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And they pick up 2. Clark's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's having a difficult quarter shooting the ball with just 1 make and 9 attempts.
Left side, Beal. Adams dishes to Beal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Smith.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now here's Porter. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Porter. No good. Shot missing. To the paint. Porter with the steal. There's Beal with the 3. Baltimore getting another chance here. Back to Smith. Outside, Beal. Goes back up. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The Kings making a switch here. And here is Joseph. Puts it up from 12. Here's Medu. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Outside, Tatum. Here's Porter. Got it. Good job in the low post. Porter's got 20.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Here's Moutier. Softly drops in the floater. Moutier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Tatum on the wing. Basket good. Tatum's got 12.
Tatum used to getting hit while he's shooting. I mean, he absorbs it like you would expect a pro to and powers right through that contact.
Now here's Joseph. Got a piece of it. Here's Porter. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Porter's got 12 points now in the quarter. Now here's Joseph. Passes it to Moutier. Back to Joseph. 5 to shoot. Pass to Ferguson. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And he makes the first. Good on both. Here's Joseph. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Davis looking for an opening. Kicks it to Moutier. Fires for three. That shot is off. And Baltimore going the other way now. To the middle. Here's Porter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 1:31 left to play here in the third. Davis kicks to Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Baltimore with the rebound. Porter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Howell. Back to Tatum. The pass to Porter. And Davis pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either.
.50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Porter. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Here's Joseph. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And here are the Kings now. Down low. Ball stolen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got 17 now, just in the second half.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game, very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
And so it's Baltimore holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So it's the Barons now. To the wing right side. Here's Howell. He's covered by Joseph. And he gets the bucket. Here's Joseph. And for Sacramento, they've got Davis. He's out there with Gorgie Dang. And it's Schofield in at the 3 spot. A shot by Joseph. No good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Hamara and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
First free throw is good.
And then they'll communicate that to the team, and it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right, right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
Just 2 to shoot. Baltimore with the rebound.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Takes the 13-footer. It's good.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Baltimore on the break. Here's Porter. A second chance effort, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. James misses. To the wing on the left. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside, Joseph. Floats one. That shot off. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Howell. He's covered by Joseph. Tries it from 19. He gets it in there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Schofield. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jang. Fades. Doesn't go for him. Kamara. He's covered by Joseph. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one drops.
But just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Here's Millsap. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Smith. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Second shot opportunity. The shape. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Free throw good, Smith. Here's Joseph. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Schofield. Jang with the ball. There's the pass to Millsap. No good, unable to end this run.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Boy, you can get a lot of momentum, Greg, getting a timely offensive rebound, and they've had more than their share.
James against Beal. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Porter. Second chance shot, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Joseph, the pass to Schofield. Back to Joseph. Looking to end the run. That one doesn't drop. And Baltimore going the other way now. Inside, and it's slammed in by Smith.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Now, here's Joseph. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. James. And there it is for him. James has got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
16 feet away. No good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Joseph has an open look. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Joseph down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Picked him clean. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Joseph kicks to Zhang. 6 to shoot. Outside Millsap. Again, the miss by the Kings.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely with the floater, and he lays it up and in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Poked away. Here's Joseph. He dishes it to Zhang, and he uses the glass on the layup. Zhang's got his first points in this one.
If you're guarding Zhang, you know he doesn't mind being challenged. I mean, he's able to convert through physical play. As a matter of fact, the rougher it is, I think the more he likes it.
And James picks up the foul.
Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas. Goaltending would be one where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Smith. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right side, Joseph. Clock at 6. Back to Millsap. And Buford pulls it down. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Phillip from deep. Joseph with the rebound. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. James with it. Outside, Joseph. Kicks it out to James. There's the triple. The shot by Schofield, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Barons.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Michael Porter.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
And, you know, Paul Millsap is a guy who epitomizes professionalism. Wherever he's been, he's always played his role well. 6-man starter, star player. He does what's asked of him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Joseph. Tatum finds Beal. The offensive rebound, Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. D.Knight on him. And so the Barons take the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
And we end up dominating here at home against the Kings, 147-73. We actually broke an NBA record for largest margin of victory, which replaced the 1991 Cleveland Cavs beating the Heat by 68. We are now in sole possession of that record as we end up beating them by 74. This game was pretty much over nearly instantly. I mean, Beal hitting those 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, I mean, really set the tone for us. We shot nearly 60% today, 43% from three-point land, and we dominated the Kings in every statistical category. We look like a championship caliber team. Now, granted, the Kings are not even a playoff team, and they have a lot of work to do to become very competitive, but we looked really good. We did not play down to our competition. We went out, we dominated, and we got a big victory. As for the stats on the game, Michael Porter Jr. actually led us with 34 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. He looked really good. Didn't really want him playing 34 minutes, but because we have such a short bench, they ended up kind of putting him in there and keeping him in there because of the lack of depth that we do have. But look who finally showed up. Welcome to the Barons, Bradley Beal. 25 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. 4 of 6 shooting from three-point land. He had a great first half. He didn't play much in the second half, but this is the kind of performance I expect from Bradley Beal. Hopefully it continues down the line. Jalen Smith added a double-double, 18 points, 16 rebounds, and a steal on 7 of 11 shooting. Looked really good again today as well. Steven Adams added a double-double as well. Only played 21 minutes, but 15 points, 12 rebounds. He was finally cleaning up the glass, getting his putbacks back in. Vince Myers, he also had a double-double, 14 points, 15 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and 3 blocks. He intrigues me more and more every time that we watch him, but I doubt that we're going to have the money to resign him as a backup center, but we might go after him regardless. Tatum actually didn't do that well, but he wasn't really shooting the ball. 12 points, rebound, 4 assists today, 6 of 13 shooting, 0 for 3 from three-point land, which is not what we really expect from our all-star. But again, he didn't need to do it, so why not do it? SGA, 9 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists. I'm not sure if that is not a career high for him, but he actually was distributing very, very well today. And that's kind of what I want from him, especially with him wanting that big contract that we're going to have to make some roster moves on. Howell added 7 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Hit his only three-pointer. CJ Walker, 6 points, rebound, a steal. Tariq Phillip actually got a little bit of playing time. He got 4 points and assists, as you can see. No highlights for him because all 4 points came from the free throw line. Toumani Camara added 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Nothing too exciting from him. Johnny Buford got in the game a little bit. We like to see that. Added 4 rebounds. Okay. Didn't even take a shot. Didn't take a three-pointer. I mean, didn't really want to go offensively at all. And then Kabengele, we already know about his leg stress fracture. As for those rebuilding Kings, De'Aaron Fox actually did lead them with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. But he didn't really have a chance against this really strong team. Emmanuel Mudiay, 10 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, a steal. And then Terrence Clark added 9 points, an assist, a steal, and a block. So definitely a big blowout there against the Kings, but we still sit a game and a half behind the Hawks currently for that #1 seed. We really have to get everything together, but again, we're not losing, so not exactly sure what we need to do per se to try to get through all of this. But hey, we got to keep winning, and that's the name of the game. We are trying to wrap up that #1 seed. We do end up beating the Warriors, which is great. Can we beat the Magic? And we do. So we actually have not lost in April yet, and we end up beating the Lakers as well. We have one final game against the Bucks, but I wanted to see where we are. We are currently tied with the Hawks at a 61-20 record. We either have the #1 seed or the #2 seed. Ooh, boy, this is getting real tight. And we haven't even lost in April yet. But before I sim this final game, I did want to show you guys our draft board. So taking a look at our draft board here currently, Joshua McCloud is the #1 prospect. If he ends up falling to us, then we are going to grab him as quickly as humanly possible. But this guy is very, very good, and he's going to be really good for a long time. So I doubt that he's going to fall to us, because currently we are sitting at #13 pick. Obviously the lottery is a little bit more, but we have a 13th and 15th pick, so we have some options at least. This was kind of really my top guy on my board, which was Roberto Gonzalez, who is currently a 77 overall, shooting guard, small forward, 6'6" from Spain. I think this guy could be very, very good. but as you can see, going number 6 in the latest mock draft, so I don't think that this guy is going to be somebody that's going to fall for us either. I mean, 22.8 points per game is pretty good over there in Spain. So we might be looking at these two guys right here between Willie Hunter and Chris Kelly. Willie Hunter is not that shooting guard, point guard type that we're looking for, but currently at DePaul, 21.6 points per game. He has above average offense, not too great defense, but I think he could possibly be our pick, or we go with Chris Kelly here, who is averaging 17.6 points per game at Texas, but a 6'5" guy that can actually play point guard as well, with pretty good offense and pretty good defense. So he is very much in our realm of possibility of drafting with our first pick. And then we also have Harold McCoy as well, who's averaging 19.6 points per game from Kansas. Very, very good offensive player again. B- offense, D on defense. But 6'2", maybe that's a little bit better than Lionel Howe, who is just 5'11". We also have Kyle Graham on our board as well, who's a 6-foot point guard from Texas as well. 13 points per game for him. He has a little bit better offense, a little bit better defense as well. So he could be somebody that we could grab, but I doubt that, A, he's going to slip that far, and we don't really have him as highly rated as everybody else. Lonnie Jennings is an option as well, probably with our actual real pick down towards the end of the first round. But a guy that is 7'1" out of Duke, 12.8 points per game, 12.1 rebounds per game. This guy looks like an absolute monster. Not great offense, but good defense. Obviously, he can rebound. 73 overall. Could be an option for us towards the end of the first round. Herb Hart, who is 6'6" and can play point guard. Very, very intriguing for us if we decide to grab him instead. He's just 72 overall, B- offense, D on defense, but 23.3 points per game in North Carolina. Draft rank 21st, a little bit higher than what we have him ranked currently, but I think he's going to be a very good prospect. Zach Singleton's also somebody that I am interested in as well at 72 overall out of Ole Miss, because he scores points, 26.5 points per game to be exact. B- offense, D on defense. But again, draft rank 21st. I'm not sure if this is really going to be somebody that we're thinking of going to be able to grab. D. Gill, way high rated. We're probably not even going to look at him because really they're thinking he's about 10th. But, I mean, it's very possible. He's averaging 19 points per game out of Florida. B- offense, D+ defense, but just 72 overall and 5'9". We kind of seen that with Lionel Howe, that it just doesn't work on defense for us. Carlton Gray is another option as well, who is really 40th in the Draft Express ranking. 71 overall point guard, C+ offense, C- defense. Just 11 points per game from Duke, but we all know how Duke is. They have every good player imaginable, so a lot of times it doesn't really notice all that much. And then DJ Hickman, who is a 6'11" center, 71 overall out of Michigan State, averaging 20.5 points per game. Draft rank 34th, so another guy that we can possibly grab in that late first round. Quinn Mitchell, somebody that I'm thinking maybe for the second round. He is a point guard at 70 overall with C+ offense, D defense, averaging 11.6 points per game out of Miami and 9.5 assists. So he could be somebody that we could grab as a backup point guard. 6 foot, I think, would be okay. Kind of like my taller guys, like this guy right here, Jeffrey Cousins, who I doubt is going to slip to us in the second round. But if he does, or maybe even late in the first round, who knows? But he's averaging 19.8 points per game out of Wake Forest, C+ offense, 70 overall. A guy that, I mean, a 6'6" point guard is beautiful, but we've seen that's not necessarily going to be the stop all because we watched SGA get dominated by Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons just kind of plays out of his mind here in 2K. Frankie Fuller is another guy that I was kind of interested in, possible late round guy, but he's just 69 overall out of Texas, 7.7 points per game with C+ offense. probably not anybody that I'm planning on really going out and trying to get. And now we need to get through the regular of the... And now we have to get through the rest of the regular season here against the Milwaukee Bucks, who stand at 22-59 and really missing the Greek Freak by far, because they're nowhere near a playoff team at all. We are 61-20. If we can get to 62-20, that's going to be a insanely good regular season. And we do end up 62-20, 100% team chemistry. Our team loves playing together. Sadly, they're going to be shaken up in the offseason a little bit because I want to get a lot more depth and a lot more young players. Russell Westbrook is the MVP, averaging 23.7 points, 7.7 rebounds, 9.5 assists. Nearly a triple-double for, well, he's no longer really young, but for that guy right there, the All-NBA first team. We also got Trae Young, who really kind of pushed the Atlanta Hawks to being a very, very good team. Giannis is there, Zion is there, Anthony Davis made it as well. As for the second team, Jokic, Durant, LeBron James, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, pretty much the normal suspects here. And then the third team, Curry, Ja Morant, RJ Barrett, Paul George, Joel Embiid. Okay, pretty much normal. I mean, RJ Barrett, we saw him play. Really good guy. I actually think RJ Hampton is better than him, but, you know, what do I know? As for the all-defensive first team, DeJounte Murray, Westbrook, Greek Freak, George, and Anthony Davis. And for the second team, Embiid, Robert Covington, Draymond Green, Cade Cunningham, and Victor Oladipo. And the all-rookie first team, we just talked about Cade Cunningham. There he is. DJ Stewart, Jalen Johnson, Evan Mobley, and Terrence Clark. And as for the second team, you have Deshaun Nix, Amir Sila from Boston, Jalen Green from Portland, Zaire Williams out of New Orleans, and Jonathan Kuminga from San Antonio. But let's continue to advance, and we don't end up getting the first seed. The Hawks actually do. So that means that they won their final game of the year as well. So we actually have the same record, but we weren't able to get home court advantage. And look at the matchup that we get here in the Eastern Conference first round. It is the 76ers. We have a little bit of revenge on our mind to take these guys out, but Ben Simmons, we watched him absolutely dominate us. And Joel Embiid, center, it's going to be kind of a scary first round matchup. I mean, 2 versus 7, and we get Ben Simmons, who we pretty much have tried to build to beat. Oh my goodness, this is going to get really, really scary. But the other teams that made it, the Hawks, the number 1 seed, the number 3 seed was the Knicks, 4, Charlotte, 5 was Brooklyn, 6 was the Cavs, 7 the 76ers, 8 the Bulls. The Bulls made the playoffs, good for them. On the Western Conference side, Houston grabs the number 1 seed, Memphis 2, Denver 3, OKC 4th. The Lakers actually moved up to the 5th seed. The Timberwolves are back in the playoffs as the 6th seed. The Suns are the 7th, and the Golden State Warriors are the 8th. Now, we actually saw that Golden State was the 8th seed last year and made a run to the NBA Finals. So, I mean, they don't really care about the 8th seed. It is what it is. But let's take a look at the power rankings and see exactly where people have us at this current time, because I kind of feel like we got a little bit snubbed. We have the same exact record as the Hawks and actually just 1 game worse than the Houston Rockets. But you know what? We're the number 2 seed. It is what it is. And we're number 2 in the power rankings. We're number 3 in the power rankings from 2K, as they actually ended up putting the Hawks above us and the Rockets. And then Eric Bonish has a 2nd behind the Rockets, who by far had the best record. I mean, well, by far, by 1 game, 63-19. They actually lost twice last month. That's what you get, all right, for going undefeated 1 month. But now let's take a look at our final season stats. So I have just decided to organize this in points per game right off the bat, but Michael Porter Jr. actually led us 20.2 points per game. He also added 6.5 rebounds, 1.6 assists, nearly a steal, and almost a block per game as well. Just a very good season for him, and as you can tell, if he stays healthy, he could be a superstar. Still has a little way to go. Jayson Tatum, who's chasing that championship this year, 20.1 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 0.6 steals, and 0.7 blocks. So statistically wise, Michael Porter actually played better than Jayson Tatum. So we keep that in mind. I mean, not that Tatum's coming back because we're not going to pay that much money for him. Bradley Beal actually finished up the season pretty well. 20 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 1 steal, 0.3 blocks. SGA 15.5 with 2.8 rebounds, but 7.7 assists per game, which is well above what he has been doing with the Barons. So I'm totally okay with that. Steals per game 1.2. Jalen Smith, 10.9 points per game, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, almost a steal, and almost a block per game. Cabby, I feel for you, man, but don't worry, we will not forget about you as you are a paint beast. 10 points per game, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, nearly a steal, nearly a block per game. Lionel Howell almost had 10 points per game coming off the bench. I mean, that's pretty good. 1 rebound, 3 assists, half a steal, 0.1 block. But the problem with him is his defense. I mean, he just can't seem to slow anybody down, and we're kind of a defensive team that really relies on getting some blocks, getting rebounds, pushing the ball. So I don't think that he's really going to be the guy that we need to go after as our backup point guard. Steven Adams, 9.8 points, 10.6 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 0.8 steals, and a block per game. That's pretty normal Steven Adams type numbers. I kind of thought that he would score more points this year, cleaning up all the shots from our shot guys. But I mean, as you can tell, our top 3, they were making buckets all day. So Adams didn't really have to clean up the glass that much and get a lot of putbacks. Vince Myers, probably the surprise of the season. 80 overall at this current moment, but 5 points per game, 6.8 rebounds, 0.7 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.4 blocks. He blew my mind away, so good for him. He played well. Maybe he gets another offer. Maybe we don't have to spend a lot of money. We'll have to see if it's a much better offer, and maybe we can grab him early in free agency. CJ Walker, 4.6 points per game, 1.1 rebound, 0.5 assists, 0.3 steals, 0.1 blocks. Nothing crazy there, but it does look like he actually outplayed Toumani Camara, who had 3.8 points per game, did beat him in rebounds at 2.2, and looks like he's much better defender. I mean, 0.6 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.5 blocks. So those two kind of seem to be very interchangeable. I kind of was feeling that Camara was going to be a lot better than CJ Walker. Did not happen. CJ Walker actually played pretty well. Tariq Phillip, I mean, he got some play time. He got some stats. Good for you. Thumbs up, but we're not going to go over your stats, buddy. Buford, same thing. Hey, he got some play time. He got some stats up there. They're just not looking too great. Clifton Davidson did not play at all. So not too bad, but very surprised that Porter was actually our leading scorer. And I mean, which is even better because we already have him signed. He hasn't really proven to me that he doesn't deserve the money that he's getting. He's staying healthy, which was really the only concern about him. Tatum really added a good spark for us. And Beal, I kind of thought he wasn't doing as well as he has, but 20 points per game is pretty good, and I'll settle for that. Alright guys, that is where we have run out of time for this episode, and then when we come back, we will get into the Eastern Conference first round against the Philadelphia 76ers. Now I am going to do something slightly different this year than I have done in series past. I am actually going to sim until the elimination games, and then we are going to show the elimination games. I don't want the playoffs to take 3-4 months since I put these episodes out once a week. So we're going to sim through, get to an elimination game, and then we're going to watch. So either the Barons are getting eliminated or the other team is getting eliminated. Either one. But say that, you know, the Barons have an elimination game and then they lose, or they end up winning, then we will show one game until that series is done and over with, and we can continue to move on. But if you guys have any feedback about the way that we're going to do the playoffs this year, just leave it in the comments below, and I will definitely talk to you and see what we can come up with. But thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight, out.
They thought it was a game till I came back with that win overtime. I've been working, now I'm back at it again. Now we ain't finished, what you thought that was it?